So as you know, or many of you know, my son Sam and I have been building trails on our property, and it's been so fun and exciting to create something that it just wasn't there before, and a way for people to experience the forest without tromping through all of the plants and things that are in the way. But I did something unusual, and that is the trails that I have, I tend to walk a certain path in them. And the other day, I walked it the other direction. And it was as if it was a completely different trail. The branches that normally come at me and I have to bat them out of the way were leaning the other direction. And it was super easy for me to just walk right through. And it made me realize that so often in our lives, we as human beings have that same experience. Bryce Pritchard, in his Quantum Leap book, has a story about a fly in his room. And this fly is banging against the window. And the door, 180 degrees, was completely open. The fly, all it had to do was turn around and fly out, and it would be free. But he knew that the habit body of that fly was so strong that that fly would just stay there banging against the window until it died. And it really made me think about how sometimes in our lives, we have such a habitual way of dealing with problems, of communicating with others. And really, all that needs to happen when we have a struggle, when we have a difficulty, is just taking that 180-degree turn to give ourselves a new perspective on the situation. And what I have found in my own life when I have been, open to other options is that answers come that I could never have come up with. To problems, solutions appear what seems out of nowhere when I am open to finding them. And there's nothing that gives us a new perspective than turning around and approaching things at a different angle, looking at the world with new eyes, with a different perspective. If that's in communication, looking at it from their side. How is this experience? What is triggered in their experience? Whatever the problem is, whatever it seems to be the problem that's in your way, that turning around and looking at that problem with a different perspective can open up and answer so many things. So I invite you this week, if you find yourself in a situation where you're having communication struggles with someone, or you just have a business problem that you just can't seem to figure out how's that going to work, to step aside and to take a look at a different angle and to be open to the answers that come, to be really receptive to that other point of view. Blessings.